Today we are back with a homeowner series on the Nebraska Lands USA map. Today will be an exciting day around the property. We will be trading in our John Deere Gator for a new UTV. A car collector is buying both our Shelbys. We'll be taking the Porsche for a spin, then jumping finally in the pool. I've been here at the office doing a little paperwork and just playing FS19. Now it's time to get up from behind the chair and get going. Let's first give Diesel a bowl of food and then we'll get started. Over the last few days, it's been very busy here at the property, making some pretty big changes, but I'm very excited for today. I've been talking with a few collectors and told them if they wanted to buy our Shelbys, they had to buy both and they had to stay together. Both our Shelbys are the same VIN number, number 24, and they are exactly 55 years apart. So that's a few very big things, and we will be dropping both of those off there. But we gave Diesel his food. Let's head back in the house and let's get the Ford Raptor started up. I'm definitely excited to be back here with this series. I am currently searching for a new map and for the new house. I definitely want to be prepared, and I want it to be a bit more realistic than what we have been doing here with this series as well. And I will be revealing those things as we continue. I really do like this Raptor a lot, and I really want to keep it. And you guys know that instead of having like an SUV, she just drives this with the children. Now I would like the full crew cab instead of the super cab, so maybe a mod will come out soon. That would be nice. Now we do need to get to the single axle trailer and also to Gator. And the K30 finally started up there. For a few moments I thought we had it, but it just kind of kept getting turned off there. And I did put the Fisher here. It's a pretty simple thing to detach it with a minute mount system. Now I really do like this Gator a lot. I actually really do like the UTVs, but I really do not want the cab on it, and I want one that can have a little bit more fun since this is mainly focused on utility. So the one we are getting is kind of a mixture, which is good. Now I do want to kind of start to use the UTVs more, especially since our property is big with over 5 acres and then another 5 acres right behind it. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. Let me know how it is down below. But it has been so far so good. Oh yeah, this is the perfect trailer for it. Now the Raptor can only tow just around 6,000 pounds, and I really do like this for the smaller tows. It's a little bit easier, but I definitely would not use the enclosed trailer or even the bigger trailer with a heavy load. I think on the way back we will stop by the gas station, get the Raptor filled up. This thing averages just around 18 miles per gallon. It is a 3.5 liter high output EcoBoost, but it just really takes a lot of gas. Now this also does take premium gas, which is a bit more as well, and that's something I always have to kind of look at when you're buying vehicles, and surprisingly we didn't lose this. Took a little bit too fast of a speed over that railroad. And they have it right out front for us. So it's a very similar one as the Mahindra, which is pretty cool. Now the tires, a few other things are pretty big on it, and it actually does have a few more horsepower, which is nice. Let's put them side by side here, and let's kind of go over the differences. So you guys can see, instead of having the cab, it kind of has a roll cage there, pretty sporty seats. You guys can see, which will hold us in a little bit better. I do like the side netting, and the front has a lot more suspension travel than this one. As you guys can see, the differences there. A little bit better tires as well. And the rims look to be the same size, and just overall, I really like the look of this. Now, one thing I will be looking into doing is kind of ordering probably a 50-gallon diesel and gas tank for the property, just that we could kind of fill vehicles up like this, the Kubota, and a few other ones. But we got it loaded up here, and let's stop by the gas station as well and fill it up since it's at a quarter of a tank. Now, I do have a bed cover ordered here for the Raptor. Really want the bed covers. I think that the trucks are pretty good with it. It gives us a little bit more storage as well that is lockable. Now, in my videos, I do strive for the realism and for the roleplay, which is something you guys really do enjoy as well. So we'll get stopped here. We'll get that filled up. And that one's completely full, $64. And we'll fill the Mahindra, which was $15. Perfect. Over the last few weeks, we have been talking about big changes coming to the series, and many of you guys have been kind of recommending that we sell the Shelby, and we actually have owned a Shelby Mustang for the Homeowner series for, I would say, 6 to 7 months. We've owned one at the old property and the property before that, and I think before that as well. So the last 3-4 houses we've owned, we have had one, but I think it's time to let it go and move on to kind of cars that are within the last 10 to 15 years. Although I like collecting cars, the 1965 Shelby is a lot of work to maintain. We'll get this unloaded here, and I think we'll take the 2020 Super Duty since it's already out and about. Perfect, but the car collector that is buying it bought our Ford Bronco, which is pretty cool. It's kind of nice. He bought the Bronco. Now he has matching Shelbys, which is pretty cool. And that was kind of the way I wanted to sell, was if we were to sell it, to sell both. And he accepted that and bought it, which is great. Now this will kind of be a lot of work. We are dropping them off because he gave us a pretty fair value, and I just thought it would be a little bit easier for him as well. Perfect. Let's get the 2020 warmed up here. Really would like a remote start. I'm not sure if that would be possible in Farming Simulator, but that would be cool. Perfect. Now we will be keeping the Lift and the Ford GT along with the Porsche, but I think it would be pretty cool to kind of start collecting Porsches. I really do like the Porsche brand. Maybe we could buy a different sports car, but I think for now we will downsize and maybe wait until we get our new house to do any changes there. And I think when we do make the move, we will also do a few other things, including changing to a white aluminum trailer. I think that's the way to go. It's a little bit lighter to tow as well than the steel. That's a good spot for us, and let's get the 2020 out, and this is pretty big. Although I do like these Shelbys, I thought this would be the right thing to do, and let's hop in it. We have actually just under 1,000 miles on it, so it's a pretty fairly new car. We just have so many vehicles, and I really don't want to kind of keep it when a collector would buy it, especially matching. We were able to get a little bit more than what we paid for it even. Let's go drop this off at his house and come back for the old one. Now, the collector did say that he has over 10 different collector vehicles and is working on getting more and more, and this definitely adds to it. So after this, he does have 12 of them, which is pretty cool, and he says that he has lots and lots more he wants to buy. This Shelby here has a 5.2 liter flat plane crank and a few other very cool features. Carbon fiber wheels, and it's a 6-speed standard. And I don't think really any more sport cars today that are currently going to be made will more than likely be manual. So more than likely is the last of that type. I really do like this car trailer though. The V-nose is sweet, and one thing I might look into doing, maybe on the next one, is to not buy that extra door in the front. It might be a little bit cheaper as well. I really haven't found a use for it. Now, my goal is to make this series as realistic as possible, especially with the trucks and everything that we own. And that's the kind of going to happen with the move to the new house. It's going to be a much more realistic house, a smaller property, things like that. And I can't wait for that. And then we will have the Millionaire series. So that's kind of the game plan, and I think that's kind of the way we should go. I really do enjoy buying things here for the series, but we just have a lot of things, and it's kind of nice to kind of step back and sell a few of the ones we don't really use. Now we will be keeping this lift in here. Maybe we'll put the Ford GT on it, or we might possibly sell this lift here. So let me know, do we keep it or sell it? I might look to buy a few different types of lifts as well instead of a 4-post, but I think for now we will keep it. And actually, what we could do is, we will actually do that when we get back, is we'll put the Ford GT on it, and then the F350 will be able to get parked inside. That will actually be pretty exciting. That way the power stroke gets to be kept inside, and I like that just to kind of keep the wear and tear, and especially keep it out of the weather. And we went down the wrong road here, which is okay, and we'll actually have to go down the next one, but that's okay as well. Now with this one, I'll actually kind of back down the driveway just a little bit and just kind of drive it right off, because this car here really is collector's condition. Really don't want to get it dirty as well. I would have liked both of these cars to be in matching colors, but I actually really do like each of these paint schemes. If anything, I would have liked the older one to be with this paint scheme. But there we go, guys. Both of them are here at the new owner. A car collector who will cherish them, take care of them, and just overall really enjoy them as well. I think that we will actually kind of reorganize everything. I actually want to put the 2020 Duramax back in the garage, just because we'll be trading that in within the next month and a half. And we are getting the new GMC Denali, which is pretty awesome. We are getting a dually as well. I can't wait for that. Machine Modding is working on it. Hopefully it gets released soon so we can kind of enjoy it here in the game. So I think we will bring that back here, and we'll put the 2020 over there. And we do have to bring the snowblower around back to the barn, and we will be doing a few other things, especially putting down some new mulch, since I always like to do that every spring. I think instead of taking one of the sport cars for a spin, why don't we watch the Ford GT? I did not have too much time yesterday, so why don't we watch that after we kind of get everything organized. Now this is pretty awesome. It fits in the garage, which is nice. I mean, this is a big truck, but luckily it fits. Yeah, looks like only a foot of clearance here in the back. This is such a cool image here. I really do like this Porsche, and we will be keeping this for a long time. I might make some improvements, work on an interior for it, but other than that, I really don't see us selling it at all. We'll move it here, and then we have to move it right back to get it washed really quickly. Oh yeah, this is also pretty cool. I just realized that the colors match here on both of these trucks, which is pretty neat as well. So that's awesome there. Let's get the GT washed and then we'll put it on the lift. I don't really drive this too much just because it's so rare. Only a few thousand will be made in the entire production, and they are really expensive as well. I believe these cars run just over $500,000 as well, which is pretty expensive, and you do have to own it, I believe, for at least 2 years. Nice wash there, got it all cleaned up, which is good. I really do like our custom garage. I definitely want to add some things to it, paintings on the wall of our cars, things like that, and a few other things. But there we go. It's been a busy day here for us. Car collector bought both our Shelbys, and we did also get a new UTV. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.